47 p.m. Central Time, and I'm getting a lot of messages. I like the personal messages. I like them a lot. I like the comments on some threads that I've been posting on, asking me certain questions. Yes, I do got to get them links going up, and I will be getting them links up. It's one of the things that after I do my 20, 30-minute live video, sometimes I forget. I do got to get the link to the new Facebook page down below. I'll be posting all these videos on there. Give that a like. If you have not liked my channel yet, and give me some time, watch some videos or watch this live video. If you like it, give it a subscribe, and go ahead and click the bell if you want to be notified. What we're going to be talking about today is if you can make money, make a living reselling products. And I just want to talk about products in general because everything can be sold, in my opinion. Everything has a market. Every single thing. There are people that's made millions of dollars selling one little item. And the ticket to it is knowing how to advertise, knowing where to advertise, knowing your market. And oh, someone said something to me on another thing. I'm sorry. I got little pop-ups that come up on my computer. So what I want to talk about, I want to make sure that I am not on, let me see here. I could be going over on a Discord, and yes, I want to log out. There we go. Okay, so I know I'm logged out on there just in case it was going over because they're probably playing a game, Rust, and I don't want to interrupt them. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and keep on talking about what can you do to make a living at this. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you make $10,000 in 1 month, do not quit your job. You make $15,000 in 1 month, do not quit your job. The reason is you want steady income, okay? You want a steady income before you leave that job because there's going to be things that you do not know about until you quit that job. Number one thing is insurance. So if you're going to quit your job, not become a legit business, but you're going to need insurance, how are you going to do that? Insurance costs money, guys. So health insurance is something that we all got to look at. We all got to deal with. I mean, if you got kids, you're going to have insurance. It's just, if you don't, you're going to go broke. Medical is something that is the way it is in America. You've got to have it. It's something that you've got to do. So you got to think about that. And if you're going to make that decision and you're 18, all right, go for it. But like I tell everybody else, even when they're 18, you need the health insurance. Now I get it. We went over on the yesterday's live feed how $10,000 really isn't $10,000 if you're spending, if you got a 40% margin, 50% margin. Let's say you sell 10,000, but the cost of the items they cost you 5,000. You're only making $5,000 profit, but then after eBay gets their fees and PayPal, it's only $37.40. So on that $37.40, let's say you need insurance and you got, let's say, 2 kids or a kid and a wife and everything, you're going to be down to $27.40. You get what I'm saying? This is all snowballs. So can you make a living at reselling? Yes, you can make a living at reselling. You can, but you got to take your time and you have to prepare for the future. You don't want to make $10,000 in 1 month and then say, I'm done and ready to go. $10,000 ain't a lot of money. I just don't care. $10,000 ain't a lot of money. $20,000 ain't a lot of money. $100,000 in the bank, maybe you can start thinking about it. Because everyone's going to have down months. Everyone's going to. Everyone goes through it. Every business goes through it. It just happens. And you're going to have some type of fund to be able to fall back on during that slow time. So when it starts speeding up, you're going to be fine. So what I need you guys to do is you guys need to start thinking about how you want to go about your business, where you want to go. Now, if you want to do reselling, here's the first things I would do. Everything needs a plan. Everything should be written down in front of you. If you're a computer person, you want to type it out on your screen, type it out on your screen. But this is what you're going to need to do. First, foremost, budget all your bills. Every single thing you got. Divide it by 30. That's basically what you need to make a day. So if you've got $3,000 in bills, 30 days, you need to make $100 a day profit to survive, just survive the lifestyle that you're living right now. Now, I'm not doing that to be negative. I'm doing that to be honest to you guys. So if your bills are $3,000 a month and you make $2,500 a month profit, you're not making it. Okay? But if you're, now listen, now let's say your bills were $3,000 a month. And let's take that $10,000 a month sales that we talked about yesterday. And after everything's said and done, you have $3,750 profit. That means you have $750 extra you could put away in savings. That's making it. That's actually doing something. So if you're going to, first off, you're going to have to budget your money. Find out what you need to make every single day. I don't mean quit your job, keep your job, but that really is an eye-opener to people when it's like, oh man, I need $100 a day to just survive. It's eye-opening to people. So write down all your bills, your electric bill, your car payment, your insurance for your car, your insurance for yourself, let's say your gas bill, your food, your house rent or house mortgage, your cell phone, your internet and your cable, all that good stuff. Add it all up, what you spend a month, what your bills are. Divide it by 30. Now, I know some people are going to say there's 31 days in a month. 30 is the way to go. You want to underestimate, not over. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to say, well, I need to make $98. Just make it $100, okay, at $3,000 bill. After you see that, then you got to go into what do you want to resell? What do you want to do? So if you want to do phones, don't freaking jump into phones when you don't know what the frick you're doing. I don't care what anyone else says. You're going to leave money on the table. You're going to make stupid mistakes, and you're going to lose stupid money. So research the phones. It's not hard. Find out what iPhone 8s and 8 Pluses go for. Find out what iPhone 7s and 7 Pluses go for. iPhone 6, 6 Pluses go for. There's not that many phones. If you're going to do this, you need to know it anyway. Find out. See what they're going for. See what the Samsung S9 goes for. Yes, you're going to look up stuff once in a while, but start researching it. Start doing it now. If you're going to sell computers, find out what certain computers go for. And get a general idea of what's going on in the world. Find out what's selling. I have not seen one person mention this. How many people would buy a phone if they looked it up on eBay and they seen 4 sold and 200 listed in the last year? I wouldn't. If only 4 sold, something's up with that. Get what I'm saying? So how many sold in the last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days really play a part in what I'm buying. So if I'm looking at a phone, I mean, your iPhones and your top Samsungs, yeah. But like your, I don't know, Blade Z, Max Z, ZTE phones, are they worth giving $50 to because they sell for $80 on eBay? They do. You go look them up. The one with the fingerprint of ZTEs, they sell for like $80, $90. Are you going to give someone $50 for it? You double your money. You don't double your money on an iPhone. So doubling your money is usually pretty good. But that ZTE is going to sit for freaking ever. You don't need to sell in 24 hours, but I mean, they don't sell that fast. So you're going to want to offer a little bit less money, make that margin. So maybe offer $25, $30, make that $70, and it might be worth it to you. Selling is not for everybody, and I'm seeing in the forums, I'm seeing in the Facebook sites, a lot of people complaining that they don't know how to buy, they don't know how to do this, they can't get their ads up, and their ads don't stick. And Kish said something that he doesn't need to post 50 ads a day. The kid, he's got it right. He's right. Why the hell do you need to post 50 ads a day? What is the point? Do you know what's happening when you post 50 ads a day? I'm going to tell you what's happening because I'm a computer programmer too. I'm a computer technician. There's system there that looks for the same thing over and over. And if you're that abuser, you're getting banned. You might miss 1 or 2 ads, but you're posting 30 to have 2 stick. So people like Kish and me are posting 1 or 2 and they're sticking because we're not posting 30. We're not posting 50 ads saying, I want your iPhone. I want your iPhone. I want your iPhone. They're not getting flagged because you're not just being a jerk and taking over everything. Post up your ad. Be honest. It works. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're not in a big area. I'm from Green Bay. There's 110,000 people in Green Bay. Then I got all the surrounding. Those are like 200,000 people here. I don't lose. My ads don't get flagged. I post 1 a day on Craigslist. 1 a day. I don't post on the marketplace. Do you know why I don't post on the marketplace? I'm not telling you not to. It's against the rules. I don't agree with the rules, but the marketplace has rules. So the marketplace says you cannot post this, and you post it and then complain that you got banned from the marketplace. It's on you. They told you do not post this. So I don't post on the marketplace, but I do post on personal pages. Like there's pages out there that like a person like me or you create that says for sale in this area or garage sales in this area or whatever, buy, sell, and trade this area. I do post on those. I post on those all the time. I just don't post on the marketplace. So the marketplace hits a lot of people. I get it. But so does the buy, sell, trade pages that people create. There's some that's got 40, 50,000 people on it. And I post my little ad. Done. And I get my stuff, what I need. I get my 5 to 6 off the one page and 5 to 6 off the next page and 5 to 6 off the next page. I don't need that marketplace. The marketplace is great, but if you're just getting banned from the marketplace, you're taking money out of your own pocket. The reason you're taking money out of your own pocket is because you can't even post your for sale ads on there. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you learn how to sell local, you'll make more money than you ever thought about making on eBay. Local is a stronger market because you sell yourself. It's just that simple. You become an honest seller and people don't even question. I get people that call and go, do you have this phone? I want an iPhone 6 Plus. I just want an iPhone 6 Plus. Do you have one? Yes, I do. Come on and get it. I get people say, I really want an iPhone 7. I can't afford it. Do you have any B-grade iPhone 7? I got one that's got scuffs all over it or something. Yep, come on and get it. That's where you got to get to. So people are just coming to you with your 1 ad a day. I post. This is how I post in the morning, guys, and this is what. And like I said, I get on these rambles, and this is just who I am, because it's all about starting a business. But I get up and I post my ads on the Facebook pages. I don't post on a marketplace. I never post a service. I'm a computer repair technician. I cannot post. I fix computers on the marketplace. I can't do that. It's a service. It's against the rules. After I post on the Facebook pages, I go over to the Craigslist. But Craigslist, and I post up that I want to buy phones. I post that I buy computers in the computer section. I post that I buy certain toys. I buy certain electronics. I buy certain cameras. And each section I do post this. Now, they're not the same, but I post, I think it is, let me see, 7 different types of ads. I post that I buy smartphones. And it's short and sweet. It's usually I buy smartphones for smartphones because if you make it long for smartphones, they don't care. I found this out. And you put I buy smartphones, call this number. That's basically all I do. And I get phone calls. Then in the toy section, I have one. It's a little more detailed. I'm like, I buy 1980s and 90s toys and some pre-80 toys. I don't buy all pre-80 toys, but I do buy 80s and 90s toys, like the G.I. Joes and Transformers and stuff like that, He-Man and all that. So, and I give a list of what types of toys I'm buying, and then I give pictures that are my pictures of stuff that I purchased, saying this is the type of stuff. And I always make sure that I put broken or not. Like I do that in the phone ad too. I say in any condition. That's all I say. Then I go to computers. The computer section, I do the same thing. I put, I buy all computers. I always put my favorites are 1980s computers. And then I put the computer parts I'm looking for and all this. And I say, I do not take CRT monitors in the 1990s and 2000s. I do not take them. I do take 1980s monitors, CRT monitors and stuff like that. There's a reason for it. But I do buy keyboards, I buy mice, I buy all that. So if someone calls me up and goes, I got 3 mice, I'll give you $2 for it. I'll come pick them up. I throw them with other computers. Then I go, what other section do I post on? The electronics, I do for electronics, I do tablets, iPads, not iPads, I'm sorry, iPods, MP3 players, Sony Walkman, stuff like that. And I put that all on the net. And then I get these calls all day. I just get calls all day, or emails. It tends to be even if I put my number on Craigslist, I get a lot of more emails. So I suggest you set up a separate email just for Craigslist, and make sure you check it 4 or 5 times a day, because I did it with my main email once, and it just got crazy. Because my main email gets a lot of email as it is, because it's old, it gets spam and everything else. So then after I'm done with the Craigslist stuff, I move on to OfferUp. OfferUp allows services. So I do my stuff on OfferUp. And on OfferUp, I just buy. The reason I do that, and I know some people, you should sell on there too, and I probably should. I should. But a reason I do OfferUp and I only do the purchasing is because I can make offers on it and stuff, and they allow services. And then I go over to Let Go, and that's where I sell. So what I'm trying to get through to you guys is it worth doing and jumping into a business? It is. It can be if you have the drive. Like I told you guys yesterday, if you're going to be your own boss, be a boss and make sure you have drive to do it. So there is different steps. I need to get myself scripted here and get some topics going just on certain topics. But I wanted to talk to you guys because I do got some messages asking if it's worth getting into business. That's only a question that you can answer. But first I say write down what your budget is, budget all your bills. Then find out what you want to sell, what you want to go after, and become an expert in that field. And find out what you can. Research it all. Research everything you can. And then move on to trying to buy and then sell them items. I don't recommend quitting a job until you have. This is the general rule. And this is what I tell everybody. And you don't have to take my word for it, but you should never quit a job until you have 6 months of your budget sitting in the bank that you don't need to touch. So if you have, like I said, $3,000, you need $18,000 sitting in the bank so you can live off for 6 months if anything goes wrong. And this is just pure business. And that's really important to know is you want that 6-month cushion. Once you got that 6-month cushion, if something goes wrong, you know you have that. Now, that's $18,000 in the bank. You're not investing. It's just sitting there for you. So I'm going to go because I got people messaging me still, which is awesome, but I get messages all day. And I'm going to talk to you guys later. Just keep the flip real and keep the drive going. Okay, guys? I'm out.